All right, time to go. afternoon, let's go. So we're back on the Datsun again and again and again and again. So yeah, back on the Datsun this afternoon, but no more wiring for a while. Even though we still need to do some, and I just saw that this one came right there at the bottom, so we might just put a tie wrap in there. So I'm lying, I'm gonna touch it just a touch. But yeah, we're moving forward, and we're gonna be basically removing the entire front end here, the cross member and everything. So we put that in there to test fit the engine, see how well it was fitting, see if the oil pan was the good one and everything. And now that this is done, we're basically moving forward, and we're gonna be removing it to get access to absolutely everything in there. And we're even going to remove the steering rack and everything. And now that I'm thinking of this, I still need to get access to the garage this week. So we're gonna be removing it, but we're not going to be done by Friday. Damn, I just had a flash on that. So is my title lying to you at the moment? It might be. Let me think of this. So basically, if I remove that and that, I won't have access to anything there, but I still want to remove basically that thing there. Because yeah, I have a friend coming here from quite far. He was in the chat this morning, and I need to be able to basically remove to push the car outside, and that's gonna be something. I mean, we might be able to remove part of it today. Well, that's gonna be challenging. We might be able to just remove part of it today and start working on the top end. And that way I will be able to start next week on that, knowing that tomorrow morning I'm not streaming because I have a college meeting. And after that, I'm gonna be, yeah, so let's do this. All right. Hey, you know when sometimes you have a flash and remember something super important? That's me right now. So we're not going to remove the cross member. In fact, we're going to remove the wheels and front suspension to basically go ahead and start working on the fender here and reinforce them. So that's gonna be the idea for today and the rest of the week. So that way everything will still be in there for the direction parts, and we're gonna be able to push the car outside. And once it's gonna be outside, I will be doing a job for a friend on Friday, maybe Saturday if it's taking too long, and we're gonna be back on the Datsun next week with this to remove and all those stuff. And at that point I will refuse anybody who wants to get into the garage. All right, we have a plan now. Let's do this. So let's move the cam here. We're gonna be starting by lifting the car. So I already put it on the hoist during my lunchtime. I'm going to bring it up. We're going to remove the entire front strut just to have plenty of access there. We can already remove those because we won't need that anymore for now, at least for now. So let's put that in here, let's put that in there, and from now on let's just move. Oh, coffee, second coffee. Yummy, yummy, a little coffee. All right, so yeah, let's bring the car up. So one thing I noticed with the car so far is that we need to take care. It's a bit springy compared to all the other one. It's not too bad, but it's not great. So we have to be careful of that just because there's no more weight in the front. So it was already springy with the engine. Without the engine, it's even worse. So That was super sync. Damn. There's the manual on top of the car, love it. All right. All right, let's start by removing the wheel. I should have removed the special, no, I haven't then. Damn, let's remove that. I know it's here. There we go. We're gonna be removing these. Let's take a look what they were. Do I have them there? No, I don't, so I will have to take one of these. Are they 7 mil? I can't remember from the last time we did remove them. Yes, it is 7 mil. All right, let's grab the huge impact. If I can find it. Where did I put that huge impact? Oh, we did use that last week, and I haven't used it, I think, since then. I'm so lost sometime in my own tools and stuff. I see the medium one there, so we might be just ending up using that one. Oh, the big one, I think it's inside the car at the moment. Am I right? Thinking that? Yes, I am. Oh. Oh. Need to remove that because it's in the way. Oink. All right. So let's move forward, and we're basically going to remove the wheel and then remove the front suspension component. So let's go. Let's change the camera angle. That's like no big deal to do, honestly. It's something quite easy to... Oh, and the cam is dead now. Of course, because after a lunch break, the cam went on the lunch break too. Hey, what's up, Lady L? That was some money. All right, let me try something. That camera has difficulties with its life. We can hear it disconnecting. Reconnecting, activate, and boom, let's go. Good afternoon. Hey Val, I played a bit of Tarkov on lunchtime, but don't tell anyone, okay? Don't tell anyone. So yeah, we're gonna be removing that, we're gonna be removing this, and we're gonna start looking at what's going on inside here. So let's go. Just finished cutting my grass while I was waiting renders. Love it. That's lovely. That's something I need to do this week, I think. Will be about time. All right, there we go. There. There. And then there. Oh yeah, that's true. I almost forgot. If I want to remove that, and that will help, I think. Do I need to? Maybe I don't need to, because basically if I want to remove that part here on that car, that specific car, I want to play Tarkov 2. Be jobless. It's working. All right, so really rusty brake component. That's no big deal. We don't care. Super shitty purple paint on that. I did that. I should have primed it before. We have holes in here that we will try to fix and seal just to make it cleaner. I think that will be a good idea. Is there anything here? It's not too bad. There's a small patch with screws. We might be trying to remove that and see what's going on inside there. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna be just patching some holes in here. Everything we don't need is going to go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, what I was about to say is if I want to remove that part right here, it's basically holding the entire assembly at the front. So we might try to proceed without having to remove it for now, because that will be, hey, I found the screw from this morning, because yeah, that will be a bit more like a bit more trouble doing that, so let's try not to do so. All right, let's move to the other side now. Just going to let that here. I'm just going to do the exact same thing, so remove the wheel and we're gonna take a look. I don't know if it's just me, but I think basically Twitch added something new between this morning and this afternoon. I feel like they did add a warning for when there's gonna be ad running. So I saw a notice saying, hey, there's gonna be a general ad in 2 minutes, and like it was just telling me that you guys would have ads. So if I'm about to do something crazy, I can just wait and know that everyone is having ads except if you're sub. I love that purple color. These are the lug nuts for the wheel. The purple is so good on them. Really love them. Maybe we will see it even better here. Yup, that's a nice color. We're gonna try to add a touch of that in the car, like around the engine. No promise, but I have an idea of where I want like just a touch of it. And there should be some on some turbo component too. There we go. There we go. Let's move that away from us so we don't get stuck inside that. Right. Wheels are out of the way. Cool. So what's gonna be the big deal with that one? In here, the big deal is going to be probably removing the steering box. I've said that word so many times in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, and on this side, it's gonna be fixing the side here and basically fixing the fender. And it's also the challenge on the other side. But this one is gonna be probably the first one we will try to tackle down, just because there's a bit less going on in here. So that will be super helpful. Yep, that will make a lot of sense. And yeah, so basically everything I was explaining this morning, we can like pretty much see everything in here. Let me just bring you down. Let me try not to fuck that up. And I'm pretty good at doing some stupid stuff. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. That seems to work. Oh, did I? No, it's just because I forgot to turn that one on. Let's go. I thought it was like a bit dark in here. All right, so this morning I was talking about the pivot point. This is the arm at the back of the wheel that is basically turning your wheel in and out. So this one here, that's where I need to respect that pivot point to make it work properly. So that's what we're going to do probably in 2 weeks. So fitting the new one, building a custom sport and stuff like that. So we'll see what we need, but yeah. Oh, there's okay, yeah, that's it. And that's something I'm gonna have to look into, because right now there's way too much plane there. So that's something I'm gonna have to take a look and see if I'm missing something. But yeah, so that's gonna be cool. But for now, what we're looking for is to look what's the damage inside here. So if we do that, see, that here, this is all in bad shape, so we're gonna have to reinforce that on like up to around here. So we're gonna have a lot of things to do right on that edge, and we need to merge basically that edge to that one here. So we're gonna be cleaning that up. I'm gonna be smashing towards the inside that lips here just to make a bit more space. And at some point we're gonna be converting that, but probably more like next year. I'm gonna be converting that to a coilover chuck absorber, which means, because basically technically this is already a coilover, but in the car scene what we are referring as a coilover is an adjustable suspension. So adjustable suspension that will basically make this spring here way more tiny in diameter, and making all that part have more space in the inside. So if I want to fit some bigger wheels, I will be able to, and we probably will have to. So that's gonna be a good thing. One thing I'm curious right now, let's take a look at what's going on inside here. So there's like a patch with some screws in there. So that's never something you want to see on a car. So we will go take a look and see what's going on. We also have a hole here to basically evacuate the rain, and I can see the wires we've been cleaning up going inside here. So we might be removing them and pass them through the inside of the car later on, because I feel like that will be a really good idea. I already showed it, but basically all this side here has been repaired from an accident or something. So there's a lot going on in here. We're gonna be taking a look, trying to make that a bit more clean and just make sure everything looks good. No sharp edge, just looking really good. We're maybe going to fold that even more on itself, just so we have space to add that straight bar I want to add to put more resistance in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go, let's move on. I'm gonna grab the screwdriver and let's take a look inside that weird little panel there that I'm not trusting at all. Coffee time. Good afternoon to anyone joining us live on a stream. So let's see if we have access to those. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. That's my favorite. When you have two screws of one sort and another one of a different sort there. At least it's unscrewing so far. So that's cool. You! No, beautiful. We don't love this. That looks bad. Like super bad. Yuck. Right, are you that one? No. This? Too big? Maybe you were that one. Yeah, you are that one, but you're probably rounded up at that point, right? Yep, seems like it. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get these out. Except if they are something else, but I don't think they are. At least I can see what's going on, and I'm gonna be able to cut it. There's like just dirt in there because it was like so messy. There's a hole in here that used to screw something in there, I guess. But yeah, that's bad. Like there's no reason for that. And that's under the battery tray. Yeah, I can see it now. All right, so basically that's gonna be something we're gonna be removing. I don't know if we will have to patch. I don't know exactly what it was for. Maybe it's original to the car. Oh, could it be that there was a wire? Because even in here, there's kind of a shape Maybe there was a wire going through here, but that will be surprising, to be fair. So yeah, I'm really not sure about that. All right, honestly, all the part here is looking a bit bad. There's holes, there's stuff in there that I'm really not happy to see. So we will take a look and see if we can make something better out of that. Again, that's always like a question of how much time you want to put on that for the results. So we're gonna have to see, because maybe I could do like with some sheet metal, just something that goes over it. So maybe I could just seal, like buy a proper sealer for that, and then weld a patch on top of it, so that will make sure there's no direct water hitting that and going inside there. So, and that will put some new materials, so a bit more strength to it. So yeah, we could be grinding that just a little bit to make it smoother, and then bend sheet metal on there. Same on here. We could go and use that edge here to basically fuse that part here to the floor, because basically that's the floor. Here, that's the passenger side floor that we're gonna have to clean up. And then, like I said, maybe use that thing here, fold it on itself so it's gonna be stronger, and then just make the edge sharp, not sharper, smoother in here. Same at the bottom, like same here. So make everything a bit smoother. So that's gonna be able to hold a bit more strength to it. And yeah, from there we will have something a bit cleaner on this side. So that will be great. I don't know if I can smooth everything in here. Like, part of me will really like to basically shave all of those and like stuff like that. That's not super cool. I mean, that's some seal, and it's not bad, it's not great, it's just, it's gone. Like, that's too old. So we're gonna try to maybe remove all these, just resealed everything in here. So that will be great. Yeah, because there's the original one in there. And see, that one here, I don't know if you can see it properly. Let me show you. All right, I'm gonna have to bring you up. Almost threw the camera on the ground again. All right, so basically, oh, it's raining again. That thing here, you see how there's a crack going all around there and a little bit coming up? So that, if someone asked me, that thing here, that might be some damage done to the structure. So this is something that feels like it has bent, so it cracked a little bit. It's more of the paint that is cracked. I don't think it's cracked all the way through, but even that, I'm not sure. Let me maybe grab a flat screwdriver, so we're gonna be able to take a look a bit deeper inside there. Because if it is cracked all the way through, I will want to put a little bit of welding in there. Oh shit. Yep, never mind. That's all the way through. See? And the way this is perfectly cracked, it feels like that structure pushed in there at some point. So in an accident or something, because I know that car already has been involved in an accident. So the metal doesn't seem in too bad of a condition. So we might just push that back in there. Let's try that. And we will probably just try to, oh, I almost remove the thing on my thumb. All right, we're just going to basically push that in here and weld it. and that means all the way where I see that scratch, we're going to try and put a bit of weld in there, just because that means this is structural damage, so we're just going to reinforce that. So if we can reinforce that, reseal that part here, going down there, we're going to try to clean everything up in here. Like, there's weird stuff going on, to be fair. So see, that's a seal. So I don't know exactly who did that at what point, probably the guy repairing that. So we're gonna be flattening everything in there as much as possible, see if there's anything wrong with it. If we are smoothing that, is that going to make the patch want to unstick from where it is? Maybe, I don't know. Those ones are not too bad. We're gonna remove that thing here. It's a broken screw in there. Same in here. That's pop rivet, I think, in fact. Smash that back there. We're going to reinforce that part, to be fair. So that's gonna be a thing. Let me show you what I'm thinking about doing in there. So we had that flat bar, well, not flat bar, we had that right angle bar like this we use on the Honda Fit. What I'm thinking about doing in here, let me reposition the camera, there you go. What I'm thinking about doing is basically adding that in here, welding that all the way through there and there, and at the bottom here on the edge. That way it's gonna sit flat. It's gonna make like really a flat surface where we're gonna be able basically to put that bar going in diagonal from there. So if I'm showing this and that, there we go. The plan is adding a bar from here to here. So somewhere around here, just so it's not in the way of the wheel itself, it's gonna go and go in here to make basically a triangle shape between that structural part here and the one at the bottom here. That's basically going all the way through the door. So this is exactly the same kind of part we repaired on the Honda Fit. And so merging that with a diagonal piece of metal, like a thick tube in there, is going to make that work with the bottom, giving a lot of strength to the chassis. So that's gonna be something huge, like a really big improvement. Because also, just to make everything a bit clearer, looking at this way, that's the bottom structure going horizontally. Yeah, that's new. In a minute, 30 seconds, you're gonna have an ad break. So just so you know. Yeah, so this is going horizontally on this side. That's the horizontal strength of the car for the front part of it. And that's a vertical piece of the chassis that's giving strength and connecting those two. So reconnecting them in here with a triangle shape, so doing basically this, that's the best possible shape you can have, like when talking about geometry and stuff like that. That's the shape that will basically take a lot of force into it before bending. So yeah, that's the plan, and it's exactly the same plan for the other side of the car, which is pretty cool because we're gonna do that and it's gonna look insanely good. Hopefully, if I know how to weld. So yep. So I would say we either start by smashing that or removing those things here. Part of me wants to start smashing that part here. Then we're gonna cut that thing here, just remove the two screws in there. And then we're gonna start smashing that also, and just see up to where we are cutting in that. Because basically we don't want to go too far, but we want to make sure we are repairing everything. We're gonna use the lips here. Here it's pretty much gone, so that part is gonna be a bit harder. I feel like we're gonna have to do all that part here. So want it add weight to the car, but is it worth it for the strength? Exactly, yeah. Basically, it's adding strength, but just like you're adding a roll bar in some cars and like the roll cage, it's safety measure for the inside of the car when adding the weight of a roll cage. Here, it's safety measure for the car being that old. It's gonna help it stay in place. Like, you don't want it to go over its capacity to move and distortion. So, because if it's going too far due to the added power, you could damage like badly the car. The car could literally twist from the front end or the rear end, so you want to make sure. The rear is harder because there's a bit more structure going on in there, but at the front basically you have two flat sides trying to work together. And like we saw, basically if we move that over here, there we go. Looking at the car, you have that side and that side trying not to twist, like to work together so they don't twist. And the only thing allowing that to stay together is those two pieces here. So that, and now the added brace here and the cross member. So they are connected at the front and in the middle. And the firewall is acting, the firewall is the part at the end here. They are acting together to keep them working, but they are mostly connected to the two rails going at the middle here. The two upper part here, there's nothing really connecting all of those. So what we're gonna add is those diagonal to make it go, to have like a pivot point closer to the center of the car, which is super strong. And also we're gonna be adding the triangle gold thing. I put it on the top here this morning to look with the electronical module. So basically what we call the strut brace, so the strut bar. So all these together is going to connect in a really strong shape. So all the front of the car, making it barely move left to right. Like, you don't want the difference between the right and the left to be too far, because at this point it could bend something, just like we saw on this side there where I basically put a hole in the structure. I feel like it has bent at some point due to the weight, to the age. Let's say it's 40 years old metal, so it's smoother than it ever was. It's softer, so you need to, well, you don't need to reinforce. It's just safety measure at this point to reinforce that. It's just like preventing like something really bad from happening. All right, so let's move in there. I feel like the gamma or the brightness of that cam is not in a super good place. It's really dark. I'm just going to put back. I played a little bit with it and I just feel like, all right, I don't have much to do, so okay, that's gonna be it, I think, because yeah, the dark are a bit scrap in there, but hey, part of the game. Okay, cool, so let's basically just start by smashing the shit out of it. So that's something I want to do with my Thor hammer. So let's go. So I'm just going to basically fold that on itself. I'm saying that I'm gonna have to clean the edge at the back here. There's something preventing it. Is it going to? Yeah, it is going to go there. I might even need to weld it at the top there. Like, this and this are not well together at the moment, so we might do that. Yeah, I can even unfold it, so that's good. The big hammer. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back with the noisy, the super noisy buffer, so the grinder. So I'm sorry for that. It's part of the game, sadly, so we don't have the choice to. All right, so what was the random sound there? I think I've heard it, but barely. Was that a scam? Because I did that. What was it? Am I crazy or am I like... Okay. Watch out for the here! Let's start. No, I pushed the button, but there was no alert. What do you mean there was no alert? No sounds? I owe you a random sound then? Alright, that's done. Cool. Let's just smash the shit out of it now. Yeah, see? That's not even holding together. Right, let's move that at the bottom. There you go. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of work to do there. They went a bit cheap on the welding. All right, I owe you a little cheeky rundown sound. Let's go. I'm gonna do it. Random sound. There's a cooldown. In a minute 40, I owe you a random sound, okay? All right, so now this is out of the way. There's still some weird stuff going on at the top here. Yeah, they are not welded at all together. That's weird. They are basically just pop riveted together. So that's not great at all. So there we go. So we're gonna be welding that all in there together, making sure everything's holding. Here, I really don't know what they did. But basically, it's looking bad. That's all I'm gonna say. So what I'm looking for here, I'm gonna grab again the flat screwdriver. Just making sure that one's not falling on my head now. Where's my flat screwdriver I was using? It's there. Hey, hello there. All right. So see, something has been quite like, there was an attempt to weld or seal something here. That's really not looking good. So we're gonna be really doing something better here. And I'm a bit mad because 10 years ago I did pay quite a lot of money to get that done. Because I was not equipped to do any kind of job like this. So we're gonna be removing the sealant. But the thing is, I don't know if it's them who put that white goo in there or not. So that means they may be welded by the inside, and that's just what's left of whatever job someone attempted to do. So it's hard to tell. So yep, we're gonna have a bit of work to do in here. So basically I think I'm gonna trim that sheet of metal there and just try to go inside there and weld it to make it stronger. See, that's really not something you want to see. It's really not strong at all. Right, so we're gonna have a bit of work to do there, but that's not too bad. Now that this is folded, like I can see clearly how we're gonna manage to add our strength in there. Like, look at this, like that. I'm gonna go grab again the piece of metal bar I'm thinking of putting in there. And I feel like you're going to see it too. See? Exact same. It's as large as that, so that's perfect. Just gonna have to trim a little angle in there, and basically just putting that this way, we can clearly see how good that's gonna be. So it's not going to go to the front here. Like, I feel like I just need to put that around that shape here, like at the same distance, something like that, just making a square to receive that. And then I'm going to probably put a bit of flat bar all around it too, so it's really working all together. Yep, I feel like that's quite a nice solution there. Boom, boom, square. So basically that's gonna come in an angle, that's gonna go there. Well, all that tube up here, so on the flat shape here, and if it's trying to bend, it's gonna move with that wall and with that one too. So yep. And if I'm adding that, it's gonna be basically a cube trying to move together of really thick steel. So yeah. And I do have a bit of a steel bar in here. I might go to the shop, buy even more of them, because the one I have there, I have one that's a bit too thick, so that's a thing. All right, now it should be over 2 minutes. I owe you that sound. You're gonna have that sound. I'm sorry, it was a boring one. Cool, now let's cut that. So we're gonna remove the screws in here by cutting them into oblivion. Let's remove the handle, that's gonna help. Goodbye. All right, the handle was maybe helping to keep that in the spot. Maybe. There we go. Now with a plier, let's grab that piece of metal that's probably now super hot and remove it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, boy. So we have a bit of a screw in here. Oh, it's unscrewing now that it's super hot. Let's remove it. Oh, or maybe it's not unscrewing. No, it's staying in there. Never mind. All right. I feel like I'm gonna have to clean quite a lot of it. Like it's all dirty and dusty and everything. So we're gonna have to do something better for that. That's gonna be a thing. But yeah, so far that's pretty good. All right, that one here. Just cutting that all together, and we're just going to try and weld it, because look how, like, that's not solid at all. So I'm gonna be putting that back metal to metal. Oh, hello there. Hey, what's up? Le gars de santé sécurité en moi aime pas que tu fasses du buffer sans face shield. Je tiens à ta belle face. Ah, des fois je mets des lunettes de safety, des fois non, ça dépend. Ça dépend. Je comprends. Je comprends. Je veux rajouter une commande OSHA que genre tu peux me mettre un warning avec ça. Fait que si je mettais un face shield à chaque freaking fois que j'utilise un buffer, je me ferais chier. Fait que mais ça serait une bonne idée parce que si le disque éclate, ça peut faire du dégât. Je suis très d'accord. Écoutez Fisher Sam, c'est la voix de la raison là-dessus, pas moi. Les lunettes ne serviront pas quand la lame va péter puis te rentrer dans le joue. Non, en effet. J'ai pas de face shield, par exemple. Fait que tu peux m'en apporter un, puis je serai obligé de le mettre parce que ça va être un cadeau. Fait que si je le mets pas, c'est comme pas respectueux. That has been sealed. Oh. That's not what I was expecting it to look like. All right. That's a piece of, oh my God. Someone was thinking something special when doing that, but okay. Ben safe, j'ai un casque puis un face shield, puis on voit bien avec. Ouais, ben c'est ça. Ben le face shield, pour de vrai, ce serait pas une mauvaise idée, surtout que c'est plus rapide quasiment que mettre les lunettes de protection qui doivent fitter par-dessus mes lunettes, puis tout, qui font chier. Le face shield, tu fais juste pouf, puis ça passe direct par-dessus tout, là. Fait que j'avoue que ça pourrait être une bonne idée. Je l'avoue, je l'avoue. So let's grab a marker and start marking everything we have to do just so it's super visible. And the marker is probably not at its place, right? Just because my name is Anthony and I don't put everything back to where it is supposed to be. That's not what I want, that's not what I want. Pom, 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 pom. There you go. Je te laisse en lurk, je retourne work. Merci, merci pour le lurk. Très apprécié, toujours très apprécié. Les gens qui font du lurk, c'est des légendes. J'ai un marqueur. Hey, let's go. So, we're gonna have to basically weld that here. The entire thing will be a good idea to weld all together up to here. We might be even better to also weld that here. So what I'm doing right now is just putting a bit of a note on where I want stuff to be different. So that way when I'm gonna look in it, it's gonna be clear. So I want to weld that. I want to weld the entire thing here. So let's just do that. Just the edge, the outer edge of it. That's something we need to weld together because it's not holding really well, and maybe that here. So this way, this entire patch here that was done to repair is gonna be way stronger than it is at the moment. And even same here, like that will be a good idea right there at the bottom to do that edge too. So that will be cool. And after that, we're gonna be moving at the top here. So here I feel like if we're taking the screwdriver again that I already lost again, it's there. Like here we can see it is like bending just with that. Here, can you hear the difference in the sound? This one feels way stronger there. So basically we're gonna be replacing it up to here. That's a lot of dirt on the pen. All right, so we're gonna be replacing that up to here. And on this side, we're gonna go, just by the look of it, you can already tell, like this is still not that strong there. So basically, yeah, you're not going to write properly now. Because it's too dirty for you. So I can already just mark it like that. There. That's quite a lot of work. I'm gonna wash the pan so we are not making it. I want it to be reusable. There you go. There, so marker is done. So basically from here to there, if you want to have the big picture. So we're going from here to there to just do some metal steel in there. So that's gonna be quite an intensive work. Let me take a look. Is it as bad on the other side? That's rusted. From there, yeah, that's pretty much the same on the other side, if not a touch longer. So we're gonna have plenty of work to do. I'm really happy I did practice on the Honda Fit. I'm really tired of doing rust repair. It's like, it's cool, but at the same time, it's not my cup of tea basically. So I'm like, whoa, that's a big one. But at least this one is basically doing a small patch per small patch. It's not going to be an entire metal sheet there. We're just going to use the bender and do like 3" at a time, I guess. So that way it's gonna be easier to smash and follow the edge there. So yep, that's gonna be probably what's going to happen. Now we're just going to bend a little bit that lips there, just so it's looking flush, and I'm gonna have a better time just removing the rust and the paint. There we go. And one of the reasons I don't want to be cutting that edge is because when you are Hey, salut JS, comment ça va? 2JS à nouveau dans le chat, on dirait que vous vous parlez. Mais l'autre est parti en lurk. Comment ça va, mon beau JS? Yeah, basically the reason you don't want to cut those kind of edges is because the way the metal is bent is to put a bit of strength in there. So if you're just looking at it closely, you will see there's like a metal bend, and the way it's shaped, the lips there, is giving strength to the structure. So basically it's not ideal to smash it like that, but that's gonna allow me to reinforce the upper part here. So it's worth it, but it's better than cutting it. So yeah. Ça va bien, matin j'ai été proche de chez vous. Puis t'es pas arrêté? What the fuck? Non. Qu'est-ce que tu t'en venais faire? Tu venais-tu faire une livraison ici ou de quoi? Il me semble que tu faisais plus de livraison. T'es-tu en congé en ce moment? Livré? Ok, c'est ça. Fait que t'aidais sa livraison, sûrement les vacances de tout le monde. Hot. Ne dis rien. Mais bon, on est sur Twitch, on va faire attention de ne pas dire exactement là où j'habite. Mais c'est ça. Fait que ça me dit rien vite de même. Mais ok, ben, c'est quand même cool. C'est plate, par exemple, quand tu viens livrer dans le coin ou de quoi, puis que finalement, ben tu sais, vu que t'es sa job, t'as pas le temps d'aller faire autre chose. Ça aurait été tellement sick aller genre dîner ensemble ou de quoi, ça aurait pu être malade. Ou même que tu viennes voir, ça. Ça aurait été freaking cool. Surtout que j'ai manqué la chance de te voir l'autre fois parce que j'étais pas là. Oui! Alright. Now. I feel like we're going to start cutting already. We're just going to sand it and start cutting in there. Is that something I can merge together? No. That one's gonna suck a little bit. Mais sûrement que tu étais couché quand je suis reparti. Depends what time, à quelle heure c'était. Si c'était avant 8h30, oui. Si c'était après 8h30, non. Alright, on that one, we're gonna be cutting exactly on the edge there. So that's gonna be easier to merge it all together. And we're just going to probably leave a bit of rust in here. Just put some rust converter and weld it on top there. Il va y avoir une annonce dans 1 minute 20. Oh, je faisais juste me lever à cette heure-là. Je faisais juste me lever. Close enough. All right, I'm gonna put the guard back on it because I feel like it's unsafe a little bit now. The way I'm gonna cut that one. And yeah, so give me 1 sec. I'm gonna do that if I can just find it back. I had it like right in front of me a few minutes ago. Was that in here? No, it's not in there. Wait, what? Why? I seen it. Oh, it's there. So basically, I'm gonna put that back. Fait qu'on va remettre le shield. Hey, welcome back. Ils sont longs. Ben, j'ai pas vraiment de choix avec. Tu sais, je n'ai un peu, mais j'ai pas vraiment de choix. Fait que c'est soit ça, soit il y en aurait juste plus souvent. Fait que je suis mieux de faire des plus longues pubs, puis qu'il y en ait moins souvent que d'en faire des trop courtes puis qu'il y en ait à toutes les 10 minutes. C'est ça qui est étonnant un peu. On n'a pas vraiment le contrôle sur quoi que ce soit au final. Là. Because merci Twitch. Another one. Ouais, c'est ça. Fait que c'est pas pire. Au moins, ils ont ajouté ça qui était pas là ce matin. Fait qu'ils ont ajouté ça genre aujourd'hui. En tout cas, ça s'est déployé de mon bord aujourd'hui. Ils m'avertissent à cette heure sur la page du chat quand la pub va commencer puis quand est-ce que la pub va terminer. Fait que comme ça, je le vois puis je suis capable de genre m'adapter à ça quand quelqu'un me parle. Ça, c'est quand même nice. Alright, so let's get right into there and let's cut some metals, because that's part of the game. I don't know if... That will be a great question for Sam. I'm just wondering, like right now I'm about to cut it, but would it be stronger if I was just basically adding a layer of clean metal all the way around there and just leaving the existing material in place? Like, yes, that's not great, but it's still a bit strong, and I'm adding the layer right on top there to make sure it's stronger. That's a good question, right? Surtout que là maintenant, dans les camions, il y a un tracer, fait que mon boss me voit en temps réel où je suis. Damn! C'est le fun, ça, c'est la grosse confiance. Excusez, j'ai un peu de misère avec ça, de me faire suivre sa job comme si je volais du temps. Là, je suis comme, oh! Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a picture and send that to my friend who's doing some body work and ask him what he will do in that case, because I feel like it's a legit question to ask for that. Let's take that. All right, I'm gonna send it to him. So should I cut the rusted section and redo a patch in my fender arch, or should I patch straight on top of it? Yeah. All right, just sent him a message, so we will see how long it takes for him to see it, because I don't want to be cutting it. I think he told me to cut it when he looked at that, but I just want to make sure. I'm just... skill to show him what I was about to cut. He saw it. He saw it. Let's see his answer in a few minutes maybe. Alright, let's see. Please answer! He saw the message, but I'm not sure he's gonna answer right now because he may be with client or something. Oh no! Oh! He start to write something. Let's go! Let's see. The hype is real with that one. So he told me ideally I should be removing the entire thing. So that means we are going to cut it, because otherwise it's gonna keep growing. So which makes sense, because basically once the metal started to rust out, it's just keeping growing on the edge of it, like oxidation and stuff like that are keep going. So that's something you cannot really stop. That's something on the fit we are trying to stop it with the rust converter we use. So I'm asking him if that's doing the job, but I feel like, yeah, we're better cutting everything out there and start just welding some brand new metal in there. So that's gonna be the challenge now. So we're gonna have to basically take the measurement between here and there. Let me show you, because you're not seeing anything at the moment. So basically we're gonna take the measurement of that little lip here, and we're gonna take the measurement from here to there, and we're just going to bend our metal in the first place. So this way we're gonna be able to merge it all together. I feel like we're just going to do the first sharp bend in here, and after that that one I might be just smashing it slowly in place. So this way I'm gonna be bending it all along that edge and making sure I'm keeping that bent. That is super good. So we might be not going too far up here, except here that the rust is going a bit further up. So other than that, we might be keeping it a bit more at the bottom. So that way we're gonna be able to use really the edge to do our bend in there. So that's gonna be cool. Yeah, that should work. And I'm waiting to see if he's writing me something else. But yeah, that means we have a lot of work to do, guys. So we will do it. Let's start today, so it's gonna be done by the end of the week, hopefully. So that we're cutting right there. Let's start marking up to where the rust seems to go. So that one is some rust, so I feel like that. Like even here, you could keep a bit more material doing that. So that way, if we're doing like a little bit of a triangle shape, we should be able to just remove a slightly less material, keep that part here that's super strong, and start by merging that on top there. So that will double the layer, which is not bad at all. Then we will keep going that way. Up to here. here I feel like I went a bit too far up, but that will give a good idea of what we need to do. Let me clean. Right. Just put a bit more chalk on top there. There. So that will go this way, and here we won't have the choice to go all around that. And probably that this one we will be better. In fact, yeah, cutting there. There we go. And then let's end up, well, that one could stop in a straight line because we are keeping maximum at the front. So let's go. Going to make it really obvious. There we go. All right. There. So, yeah, we can see exactly what we're going to remove. All right, confirmation is here. We are cutting the shit out of it. So we saw that with the fit, it went like it came back pretty strong. So basically, that is super rigid. We're just going to use that and basically cut all the way around that. So it's gonna help having quite a good edge to weld to. I'm still undecided a little bit about that one, but yeah, because here it's getting wider, so that's gonna be a hard one to make. That's why we're gonna go into small parts at a time, just making sure we're having a maximum precision on the shape it has, and we're gonna be welding all the patch together. And I'm not sure at what extent are we going to basically because I want to say it, we're not maybe going to grind everything. We might keep the welds apparent just because I don't want to remove too much material from it. Usually, even when we grind it, it should stay quite strong, but at the same time, I kind of want to make sure I keep as much strength in it and not making the weld too thin. So, yeah, but first, we need to start by cutting. And I need to take care because I have to remember that we have wires going in there. So I need to make sure I'm not cutting them. That will suck. Right. And now that's gonna be that sounds like a dead battery already. All right. Smells like hot metal. There we go. Now, with that, we're gonna go like this. Hopefully I haven't touched the wires, but I don't think I did. All right. I'm gonna change the disc. I just saw that it was damaged, so I don't want to be cutting myself or having, oh, is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, you see? That here is damaged. So we're just going to replace it, because if it's exploding right now, that's not gonna be fun. That's really not what I'm looking for at the moment, so let's just grab a new cutting disc and make sure we are ending our day with fun, pleasure, and good work. Straight to garbage when a disc is damaged. You don't want to be reusing that. Wait, what? That disc is too big? Okay then. Oh, they are 5 inches one. That's why. Oh, let's grab another one then. A 4.5 inch disc. Didn't even know that I had 5 inches one. All right, now let's move along that edge. That's not a nice one too. There we go. Whew, there's a bit of smoke in here. So that one's almost done. That one. Let's Alright, let's try to pop that out. See if that one wants to come out first. We'll take the slightly smaller hammer So let's go. That's my mouse. Let's move that out of the way. Let's move a bit of stuff out of the way. That's gonna be a good idea for long term. Right, we still have a bit of metal holding on. That's done. Now let's grab a flat screwdriver. Where is it still holding? At the back here. Oh, there's a double. Okay, I understand now. There's a double sheet of metal inside here. So I need to cut a bit further down there. Just going to pry it so I have access to that. That's part of the strength of the structure, so we might have to figure something out for that one, but for now, let's just cut it. Let's go. Still need to cut it a little bit more. Right. There we go. There we go. There. And we have plenty of access inside there. Let's go. So that one we might be, instead of having it fold in there, we might just pitch it first with that edge and then put our little metal tab over there. Yep. Because basically, if you want to see, that was a double layer of metal, but it was not going all the way through. So this is welded in there, but it was coming back to a single layer. So we might just weld it along the edge here, and then it's gonna be another single layer of metal, which will work. And at some point here, it's gonna be super thick and strong. So that will make plenty of sense. All right, let's remove that now. So for that one, we might go this way. That's gonna be a weird one to do. Basically, I don't have a lot of access room. Let's remove the handle. Might be moving you a bit on the edge, so I will have plenty of space to work. There we go. Like that. Maybe from this angle, that could be it. There without damaging that part here. I will try something. Let's try another tool I have that might do the job. Not sure it will, but it might. All right. I feel like the previous battery wasn't a battery issue. It was more of the buffer, the grinder getting stuck. All right, we're gonna try that one. That's a metal blade, and it's basically kind of a scissor, so let's try it. Oh, that's noisy, I'm so sorry. You can mute for now. But it's working. There you go. That thing is incredible. That thing is super good. All right. So that's done. All right, all right, all right. The coffee's done too. So, we have quite an impressive hold fill here. Like, that's way worse than what we had to do on the fit, but at the same time, the shape itself is not too bad. So I'm gonna have to smash all that in place, and we're gonna be working with that. So you see here, this was super rusted. There's rust in here. There's a rust spot, so we're going to be repairing that. That was not something expected, but playing with metal, it's always something that you will find a challenge. All right, so that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have to basically measure quite a lot of stuff in there. I wonder if wouldn't be just better to remove the entire lip and weld the entire thing along there. That could do it, to be fair. So yep, we might be doing that because it's really rusty, so I won't be like putting anything in there that will hold. This part here is gonna be quite a hard one. Well, it's not too much of a big patch, so it's gonna be pretty easy to weld something in there, but it's not like the greatest thing you want to do. There. What's going on in here? That's the plastic thingy. Yep, that's that one, so that's not too bad. Gonna have to take care. We're gonna be removing all the electronic we put at the top there, just to make sure that when we weld, it's not melting through it. We're gonna be putting a bit of metal in here to make sure we have plenty of strength. And if I grab the plier, pump, pump. Cannot basically do quite a lot of things in there. All right, we're gonna have to see what's the most efficient way of removing all that. That's a spot weld. So basically from here, there we have a bit of rust. So we're gonna have to be careful around here. Gonna maybe put a bit of metal in there, just to make sure it covers up that part. Yeah, we have a bit of rust at the edge. right under that, so it might be a good idea in some places to keep it, just to prevent having too much work to do. Because as much as I would like to say, hey, let's do it properly, remove everything, still need to keep in mind it's a 40 years old car. And for now, the thing I'm able to do are limited by the skill. Like, I have a little bit of skill, but that's not my work. So maybe at one point I will be better to bring that to a professional, like when I'm gonna be super rich. And just film what he's doing, because he's the professional, not me. All right. Whew. It's getting hot doing those kind of jobs. So we're gonna be removing that right here, like just cutting the shit out of it. And we're gonna be doing some welding through there and there. A little bit over here, just making sure it's okay. We're gonna be sanding those part here, just making sure they are nice, smooth, and on shiny metals that we can weld to. We still have to cut that part here, and then we're gonna be able to just set up our stuff. Honestly, today I feel like the goal is to put everything in place so tomorrow morning we can just start with a fresh mindset. Like, if everything is in place and everything's looking good, it's gonna be way cooler tomorrow morning to start measuring, cutting our first piece of fresh metal. Now let's just cut that part at the top here. We'll do the same on the other side there. And then we're going to remove that edge. There we go. There we go. Boom. Boom. So the rust is removed, so that's pretty cool. So now we're just going to start sanding everything, all to put everything back together. In here, I'm gonna take a look at what we are doing with that edge. Might be trying to just weld it like this. Yep, up to here. So yeah, let's first remove all the paint and everything from there, just to have a really clean edge. Then we're gonna start also cutting those things here. I might use again the tool that's doing the worst noise so far, but just cut a clean shape because this is doing less damage too. So I'm just going to cut a clean shape in here. There you go. So like that, this is a clean shape. Gonna be able to patch that basically. And yeah, let's just move along that. I feel like that's gonna be also helpful if I remove the little lips in here. There. And there. Gosh, that's noisy. That. There we go. Whew. Now we just need the sanding pad on top of that, and we would be good. Yep, that's gonna be a thing. Boom. That's helping quite a lot. At some point, we're just going to do that and weld everything all together so it will hold properly. Cool. From now on, we just need to clean that edge, prep everything for welding, and we're gonna be good. What time is it now? Almost 4. Feel like the energy is going down really quick today, to be fair. So I don't think I'm gonna be streaming until 5, just telling you right now. So we're gonna try to push ourselves a little bit more, bring that to the point where it's super close to being ready to weld on. But yeah, at some point I will have to maybe stop, because yeah, it's super hard and I'm having a bit of a crash at the moment. We will see. Let's keep going. So yeah, we did change our mind a little bit at the beginning of the stream on what we're doing today and what's gonna be the plan for all that. But at the same time, I'm really happy on how it's turning. Like, honestly, it's really cool. Like, we see a lot of progression right now. Oh yeah, I did have those. All right, I just heard me receiving a message. All right, my friend telling me to go on, but we already started. So let's go. So basically, I'm gonna bring the camera maybe a little bit up, just so you can see a bit better what's going on. Please don't break. I've touched the connection I should never touch. There you go. So I'm gonna be sending just that first edge here that's super accessible, just to look how it's reacting. It's reacting super well. Yeah, my pad is almost gone, so that's gonna be a hard one. Right, have difficulties accessing the hole in there, so that's gonna be a thing. Gonna have to take a look how am I going to put that on bare metal, but so far it's not too bad. Whew, that's noisy. But we have some good metal around there, so that's gonna be possible to weld on that. So that's cool. Now let's clean that edge. I'm a bit stupid because that one we're not even welding on it. So I don't have to go too crazy. We're welding only on the first part there. I'm gonna start the fan at the back, like opening a little bit the garage door. Because right now I'm gonna have a headache if I keep going that way. Let's push the smoke outside. Right. Whew. And now I'm gonna have to look where it's coming on top of here, so I feel like we might not go through the struggle of sending that just now, because basically it's gonna be more when we're gonna be putting our metal piece on top there. We're just going to, before bending it all the way, we're just going to look, okay, yeah, it's coming there. We're just going to send it to where it's going, and not like, we're not going to send the entire thing here. We're just going to send the exact spot we need to weld on it. So that's gonna be it. So now it's pretty much cleaned up. We're gonna have a metal patch there, maybe a little one in here too, just to make sure we don't have holes on the other side. Yeah, there's like, it's not only primer in there from what I see, there's also like a little bit of a rubber, like a rubber product in there, just like gravel guard basically, or rubber guard they are called. And so it's giving that thick, a thickness before the paint, the primer in there. And basically it's doing a lot of smoke when you're buffing that, so yeah. But overall, I'm really happy on how it's looking so far. So we're gonna be giving quite a lot of strength by putting that on top. Honestly, part of me will love to do like just a first piece here, like with the good shape and everything, just merging that all together, and then do another layer on top coming on the edge here. Because that edge is in super good shape, to be fair. And like, I feel like just doing a bridge in between these parts here could really help. Like, yeah, that could really be something good for the car, but it's hard to tell at the same time. So even maybe just putting one sheet first in here, like one layer of metal, like not something too big, but just something going along the edge over here, so that everywhere where there is rust at the moment, you could basically fill that. And once those are filled, then you can just go along and merge everything. So yeah, I'm a bit wondering if we're not doing something like that. Because basically, even I could put that first layer going on top here, like that part here could just be on top, like by the inside, coming on the edge there, and along that edge, first weld over there, buffing the outer side of the weld just so it's coming back flat on with that, and then do the layer by oh wait, yeah, he told me it will be better to basically go there, make a Z shape so we have more strength. But honestly, I'm tempted to do a double layer all the way around. Right, let's take a look. If I'm grabbing, let's say, that's not really the great piece of metal I would like to. But yeah, let's say we have something like this. This is basically a gauge 20, and we just slip that in here. Like, that's not super cool because now that one is too long. Well, let's just say, if I'm doing a first one like this, don't know if you can see it. What I'm looking at is maybe do a first one. Forget about that one here, like that part there, but basically doing a first one there. We weld that together, weld that on the edge here a bit more to the inner side of it, and then do a second layer of metal. That way we are sure that we are really, really strong. And maybe not even all the way around, just for example here, so we have that solid part here, that solid part on the other side, and that way when we are patching that hole here, it's not going to be affecting too much. And by the way, if I cut that, I feel like that will be the perfect shape for fixing that rust there. Yup. So yeah, doing that, like even here, having that with a little bit of bend in it, I feel like that could be like something that will pay on the long run. Then we're doing the other side of it, and we have basically something that will be like a double layer of steel all the way through there. A bit more weight, but a bit more strong at the same time. Only thing I'm afraid of is that, like we have seen on the fit, when I'm gonna be welding that, it's gonna be hard to do my Z shape here that fits perfectly. So that might be a thing. So on that side, I might be better doing that, because basically we're looking at doing something like that and just having patch like these. In fact, that's a pretty good one. So I'm gonna just cut the part that I don't have the cutter right in place. Right, don't look at this and forget. Don't listen to that. All right, that's hard. That's really hard on the hand. Let's not do that that way. Let's do that this way then. Boom, boom. Let me just cut that. All right, the sound is awful. I'm muting because that's awful for you. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mute myself, put a bit more music. All right, that's done. Cool. So basically what we're looking for is something that's gonna do that with a Z shape going on there and bending around that. So this one is a bit too long, I guess, but overall the idea is here. So, and we're gonna be welding on top here. So if I'm putting it back there, you're gonna see it better. So basically we're gonna be welding on top here and at the bottom there, and the Z shape is gonna be weld all together through the entire thing. So that should be something pretty strong by itself. And a Z shape is really strong with steel, so with metal sheet. So yeah, that should do it. But first I feel like I will have to weld those holes first. So maybe we will do that in the first place. Yup, yup, yup. Yup, yup, yup. All right, I will have to bring the car down a little bit because I need to remove the electronic on the other side. So let's prepare that. Pump, 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 pump. Pump, pump. All right. But yeah, we're having a big idea. Like, the idea is there, and feel like that's gonna be something really doable. I'm still thinking about if it's worth to do the double layer from the inside, but I don't think it is. Like my friend who's working in that, who has his class in that, well, he told me it's not. I will love to make sure I have plenty of strength over here, but at the same time, like I said, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I will need to basically weld it by the inside, to be fair, so that will be way easier for me, but that won't work properly. Except if I'm doing that. No, I don't have the angle to do that. No, I can't see. I can't see how I would pull that out. Like that will be something too difficult, I think. So yeah, the Z shape is still probably one of the best things to do. It's gonna be a minimum of that. It's gonna be a first one over here where we're going to measure that. And once that's done, we're gonna be measuring through here. We're gonna be starting merging that, and that one here is gonna be one of the larger one. Probably the largest one. We're gonna do the widest. So let's keep rolling. So yeah, we're going to bring the car down a little bit, remove the electronic, prepare everything for tomorrow basically. So that way we're gonna be working on that. And tonight I'm gonna try to look for a audio compressor so that it doesn't go, it won't be as loud as it is at the moment when I'm doing buffer and grinding and stuff. So, because yeah, I know it's probably really horrible. So it's so bouncy. All right, let's bring that a bit more at the bottom. Boink. There we go. I don't need more than that. So if we're looking from here, what I'm gonna be doing right now is super simple. We're just going to move the electronic out of the way. So are we seeing that properly? Yeah, so basically you see the boxes on the other end. That's gonna be, it won't take long. Just that here we have that one. We're gonna be moving the plastic in here because we're gonna put a lot of heat through that, so we don't want it to melt. That here, I put that on top there. We just want to make sure that everything's gonna be safe. That. Also, I want to maybe leave screws in where I was using them, just so that way we can know which one was in use and which one can be filled with the welder. That. And I feel like it was this one, was it? Maybe it wasn't. Or this one, I think. Or that one. Anyway, those ones we won't be touching them so far, so that should do. That. That here. In here. That one there, I don't even know what it's, goodbye, what it's doing. Wonder if I will not be better this way instead of pushing it at the corner, but at the same time that other one here is fitting so well in there, so let's just move that out of the way. I don't want it to fall on the ground though, so let's put that here, that this way. All right, that let's grab the one that falls on the ground. All right, cool. So no more electronics in our way. That's a good thing. Yeah, boy. There you go. So that way I won't be afraid to put a bit more welds and heat in there. So that's pretty good. Gonna be buffing that. After that, we're gonna be welding a patch there, and we should be good. Most of the screws are out of the way anyway. We might be trying to weld those by this side of the car that seems in better shape. I will have to remove that thing too to see what's under there, because I feel like we might have some rust repair on that side too. That's gonna be a hard one to remove, to be fair. And I kind of wonder if this is potentially something that helps with the structure, because it's merging everything together. It's just not super cool in there, and we won't be using it anymore. But it seems like quite a solid piece of metal. We'll see. I feel like we're gonna be removing that. I don't want it to be on the way of anything. And yeah, it's not even merging there. It's really just coming at the bottom. Oh, that's gonna be hard to remove. That side. Oh yeah. We're not going to have fun with that one. I see where I can cut on that side here. I see where I can cut on that one here. Cutting that, cutting that. We're gonna have some parts to remove there. That will make it basically flip the entire side of it there. Oh, because that's folded on itself. So we can cut, lift that up, and then we should be able to see where it's connected on the other side. Oh, I almost died. Yeah, that one's gonna be hard with the wiring loom going that way. Like it's really in the way. Alright, we're gonna have to think about that. But it will be so clean to remove all of this. Having all the electronics only in there. No fuse box, no nothing in that side. Damn, that will be so cool. Yep, pretty sure that's what we are going to try. I found something, I don't know where it's going. Cool. Well, it feels like we're pretty much there. I don't know what wire we have in the welder at the moment, so that's gonna be another thing to look at. Probably the small wire, which is okay because that's the one we need. Let me take a look. Yep, that's the thick one. And yep, small wire in there, so we're okay. Tomorrow we're starting welding for sure, but I'm not feeling for that today. The battery tray, I'm gonna wait for that to be removed. Probably not something I have to do right now. So that's something we can leave in there for now, and we're gonna be looking at this later on. There's metal screws coming out here. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't even know why these are plugged when we have this one here. That was maybe the AC getting inside the car, so we will see if that's something we can remove. We have the hot water for the vents in here, the inlet outlet, so that's gonna be good. Other than that, we have a few things to plug in here. But yeah, I feel like tomorrow what we're going to do is start by welding all this arch stuff, also reinforce the side here. We're gonna be working on that side. Tomorrow we're aiming at closing that hole, that gap in there. And we will see how long it takes. I don't know how long I'm supposed to expect. I think it's gonna be between a day and a half to do that. And I'm saying tomorrow, but tomorrow morning I'm not even there. So it's gonna be closed on Wednesday, and if Wednesday we have closed all of that, that will be so great. Because after that, basically I want to aim at doing all this side of the car, cleaning everything in here. And once this is all clean, maybe go on the other side where there is quite a lot of work to do. So this week, if we close that side, that will be nice. Like maybe everything except that, just until we make sure we're putting the battery in the inside of the car, in the trunk. And after that, I will be going on this side where we are going to basically plug and fill everything with welds. Like, yeah, I see so many holes from screws and mounting holes that are not used anymore, that were never used since I owned the car. So basically we will be doing that, and finally we will be working our way around the frame rail that we need to fix on the car because it's in a super bad shape at the moment. So yeah, that will be pretty much the plan. So doing that, we're doing that. We're maybe even going to reinforce right now, like while closing that gap, we're going to do the reinforcement tube on the side. I'm gonna take a look at a few reference on where they are putting it, and yeah, we're going to do this entire thing. What was that? That was a nice one. All right, so 420, 418, it's not 420. But 4:18, we're getting close to it. I feel like I'm gonna stop the stream right here for today. Honestly, I'm crashing. Like the energy is crashing at the moment. So I'm just gonna rest a little bit inside, maybe play a little bit of Tarkov. But even that, I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a look. And yeah, because I don't feel like starting and messing something up because I was not like in a really good shape. So yeah, I will just leave it there for now. And I think we're going to see each other tomorrow. So yeah, I'm still looking on that side and I'm still seeing stuff. I don't even know why they are there. That's part of the game. Eh? All right then. So yeah, let's see everyone tomorrow. So thank you for being here as always. Today was a pretty successful day. Wiring done. We're almost done with just cleaning this side, like just prepping everything. So tomorrow we're gonna be tackling, yeah, tackling this. And I'm gonna look for a noise reducer or maybe more an audio compressor to make sure that you're gonna have a better time when I'm doing a lot of noise in the garage. So let's see each other tomorrow at 2, probably, maybe a little before, because I have a meeting tomorrow morning. So have a nice one. See you all. Ciao.